Today I'm tossing some paint on this dwarf from HeroQuest, the board game. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm painting a dwarf from HeroQuest, the board game, and he's primed in matte white. I hope you're having a good day. I know I am because you're watching my video instead of all the rest of them. Anyways, we're starting off with some Mocha Skin. Now, I was really expecting Mocha Skin to be browner. It's very, very red. I went with it anyways, and you're gonna see I'm gonna really mess up the highlighting part of this, and then I ended up just fixing it in the end. But I'm not the type of person that can just highlight, the top parts of muscles or the edge of the nose or tips of the fingers. I'm horrible. But this paint too, for some reason, no matter how much you shake it, look how clear it is and thin. I mean, it's okay. A lot of people tell me it's better to put on 2-3 layers of tin coats of paint. And that's what it is. I mean, it takes longer to paint, yes, but then you get more coverage, you get better details being kept through. And this is from the Skin Tones paint set from the Army Painter. So they have a whole range of different skin tones, and I thought this one, because they had an onyx color which was pretty dark, and I think with the black hair later on it would have been too dark. Here's my attempt at hitting just the top parts of his muscles so that when I put a wash on later, it highlights properly. Boy, was I wrong. So what I did is I just added a little bit of pearl pigment, something like that, and mixed it in with the Mocha Skin. A little bit of alien purple now. We're going to be doing this on his leather armor. And this one too. Again, it's so thin. I don't know why. I shook it like crazy. There's a mixing ball in it. And it's glossy. Now, I didn't know that... Well, I didn't know originally that some of their paints from Army Painter are glossy in the end. And you do have to put that matte varnish, anti-shine stuff. I never do. For some reason, my miniatures don't get dinged up. They're in boxes, they're hitting each other, they're not losing any paint, they're not chipping, not yet anyways, and it's been 2 years I've been painting, and some of them are still like as if I just put them in there yesterday. So anyways, if they start chipping, well, I might have to fix them, I might have to repaint them, but anyways, I'm not going to start varnishing all my miniatures every single time, but we'll see. Maybe I might have to. But if you do that, don't do your metallics first, because that'll remove the shine from the metallics. Alright, we're going to move on to some leather brown now. This is going to be for his boots and his belt, and for all the little ropes around his armor, like his pauldrons, the braces and stuff. He's got like these little ropes going around, so I don't know if that's like what's tying them or if it's just part of them. They're not gold in the artwork, they're really just brown, so I went with the leather brown on those parts. And if you're new to the channel, why not hit that subscribe button? It helps the channel grow, and it also pushes this to the top of the line when you search for HeroQuest miniatures. I'd like to see Easterlings Gaming become one of the top source for your painting miniatures needs. Now his axe looked more like stone than just metal, so I used Castle Gray for the inside part of this axe. So you can see this one too, again, another one that with the white underneath comes through a little bit more. Just put a second coat on once it dries and you get to go. I also put on a little part of the handle of his axe, and as well as top part of his boots, because they had like a stone look to them, but then later on I'll put some metallic paint on top of certain parts. Alright, now we're going to move on to some matte black, and this is going to be for all his hair, and he's got quite a bit of hair for a dwarf. It's pretty cool. But like I said, if I would have put that onyx skin on a while, like before, you probably wouldn't differentiate the skin and the hair. Like it's so dark, the skin. It would have been like a grayer look to it, like charcoal, but at least this Mocha Skin, even though it looks a bit weird now, comes out looking pretty good in the end. Alright, so now we're going to use some gunmetal, and this is going to be for the part of the axe that has been painted with the stone gray. Now, as you can see, I just did the edge because originally I did paint another color over this at one point, but it looks almost white anyways. And then I was like, well, you know what? Let's make this whole thing glitter and make it look like an old axe. So then I put the metal on that everywhere. So I also put it on the handle. He's got like this, not crown, but some like a jewel on his head that's like silver as well. And I put some parts on the tips of these like spikes that are showing up on his boots. And yeah, so you can see I'm going to come back here and I'll do the blade right off the bat. Alright, a little bit of bright gold now. I'm starting to think this bright gold is sort of like that layer paint from Citadel. It's not meant to be a base color. I think the other gold, I don't know if it's greedy gold or any other gold, is meant to be a base color, and then this one as a layer, because it's just so thin. No matter how much you shake it, and the white comes through. I had to put 2 coats of this on there. Anyways, and to talk about the mini, actually I didn't talk about it before, but as you can see, the right shoulder pad, again, it's just that arm. It's got a huge crack in it. I didn't notice until I started painting it. I didn't want to put green stuff to let it dry and all that and wait, because I wanted to get the video done. So I was just so discouraged. So again, seeing another beautiful miniature have this huge crack in its right arm. So if you can put some green stuff in there, some putty or the liquid stuff, fill in that gap, and once it dries, it looks like it's part of the miniature. But like for a game that has so much hype, to see mistakes like this in the miniatures is very sad. As you can see, there's a lot of gold that goes on this miniature everywhere. This guy's like just drowning in bling, and of course we know that the dwarves love their gold. And I'm doing all these little details on his leather armor just to have some of that nice gold trim. Alright, now we're using some dark skin wash. This is also from that Army Painter skin tone paint set. I added a touch of medium to it just to lighten it a bit. But as you can see there, when I'm putting it on over the skin, that lighter version of the Mocha Skin is just popping through and it looks horrible. So once it dries, anyways, I'll explain it. A little bit of glitter green right now just for some jewels. A little bit of gemstone for a bit more jewels. He's got some on his wrists or his hands there. He's got some bling everywhere. He's got some jewels on his axe. A little bit of elven armor now, same thing. This is like a blue metallics color. And then to finish off, I use a little bit of azure magic, and I use that right in that nice little detailed line notch in his axe. So to come back now to that wash, I let it dry, and off camera I repaint the Mocha Skin over it. As you can see now, I fixed that up. It looks a lot better. Put some dark tone on the entire miniature, even though I've already put some skin tone. I've also diluted this with some medium from the Army Painter and just laddered that all over the miniature. Anyways, there you go. The dwarf is painted and ready for the table. I hope you're enjoying these HeroQuest videos. We're almost done with them. Also, I want to know if you guys like to see all the furniture painted. Please drop a comment down below. I've done the doors, but if you want to see more stuff, I can do that as well. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Catch you in the next one.